Hello YouTube! It's time for another video. You know the format, guys. First we do 5 puzzles, Pinky Wing first, 5 puzzles to warm up our chess skills. Then we play a 10 minutes versus 10 minutes 0 increment rapid chess game. And then we analyze that game with my slow as hell 2014 MacBook. Let's get started with our first puzzle here. Alrighty, so this is white to move, white to move. Black king's right here. What kind of checks do we have in this position? No checks I can see, so it must be, a material puzzle. If I take this piece, and then I take this, and then they recapture, then I have queen captures, rook captures, and rook captures, and king captures. So that's not a nice idea. I have this move to discombobulate the bishop. That is not much of anything. I have this move here, which then pins that knight. I think that's the move. Oh, it turns out it wasn't. So let's get a hint. What, in fact, was our move here? So it was, in fact, bishop captures. And then is this? Yes, to triple attack the piece. Okay, so I had the right idea, just the wrong move order. I'll take credit for that. All right, let's move on to our next puzzle. So this one is white to move, ladies and gentlemen, white to move. Black king looks decently protected here. I have captures. I have rook here, which would be met with captures, which might be met with this. Maybe not, but this is met with either is met with 3 types of captures. This piece is defended thrice. My queen is also under attack. If we do captures, and then we do a check once the queen recaptures, we could get the queen back, right? Because, okay, captures, check. King has no moves, so, I mean, unless they just want to lose the queen for nothing, queen would recapture. Then rook captures, and then we have a bishop here, which we would capture as well. And then they would come here, which would just make us be even material. And right now, I'm down a whole bishop. So I think this makes sense. So captures here, boom, captures, and then captures here. And there we go to get material parity. Actually, I'm winning now with more pawns. Nice. Puzzle 3 of 3. This one is black to move. Black to move. White king is right here, looking nice and intrepid. What can we do here? We have a captures here, which is well defended. We also have this. No, what am I thinking here? This is black to move here. Okay, so black can check here, which the king cannot capture the pawn as the pawn is protected. So black would have to move back. I also have this check here. King still can't capture the pawn. I think that makes more sense. And then if the king goes anywhere here, we have kind of check. No, nothing there. Interesting. We also have a check here, which forces the king back here. Maybe that check here? No. Okay. Sorry. All right. Let's get a hint. It's actually a move with the rook. It is in fact that, and then we have a mate here, of course. Okay. All right, puzzle 4 of 5. White to move in this puzzle. Black king is right here. We have a way to win the exchange and then hit the other rook. That's something. Don't see any checks in this position. I think this must be the move. Yes, it is. Now check. What's the right move here, right? Back here. If I move out of the way, they can pin this piece. I think it must be this. No, it's not, in fact, that. What's the move? It's actually king up. Interesting. And now we win a piece. Okay. Puzzle 5 out of 5 here. White to move. Black king's right here. Checking ideas. This loses a queen, potentially. What kind of moves are there in this position? Checks, takes, and takes back. Doesn't seem like much. What discoveries do we have? What moves do we have? Anyway, we have basically we have a queen check here, which is captured this way. That doesn't seem like much of anything. We can attack this piece. We can also. I need a hint in this one. I just don't know. Hint, it's a move with the queen, actually. Get the queen out of a pin, but it can't go anywhere to protect this piece. So are we just saying that this piece is lost? This check does not look to me like it does anything. Let's just find the move. The move is actually queen here. Captures. This piece is in fact not free. We don't have a captures here. What's the hint here? So it's obviously the move of the queen. It's actually capturing a knight here. And that's it? Oh, okay, so just lose a piece for a piece and don't lose much else. Okay. All right, I've seen enough. Let's play a nice 10-minute rapid game against someone on the interweb. Let's bring down my handy-dandy privacy tool. Super high-tech on this channel. Let's find our opponent for today. Oh, hang on, I gotta abort this. I'm starting a 3v2 game, so let's instead abort. Okay, sorry about that, my opponent. 10 minutes, that's what you were promised. I was experimenting with 3v2 against somebody else. So there you have it, in case you're curious. All right, so I'm at 1309, so gain back a bit of rating points. I'm playing at 1283, so let's see how this one goes. How's my screen looking? Yeah, I think I look nice and pretty. Yeah, cool. All right, let's see what move they play here. I just prevented a little fried liver action. Even though it wasn't immediately an option, any sort of, they could get a pawn push in, a pawn push into the center and then move out. Okay, standard developing, anti-fried liver defense, Italian game here. Now I like this because this loses the tempo. Now I like this, standard Italian game type stuff here. But, the devil's in the details, right? Trade off and get a doubled pawn. Better central control for them, but a bit worse pawn structure. Now we can develop our guy here. Don't want to let them off the hook. So if they capture, we can capture this way, captures, and we have trades that work. Let's pin you then to just take one of the guys who can capture this away, presumably. Okay, so they're moving that way. We may get even more expansion here. We don't. Okay, so you are in fact pinned. This cannot be captured due to multiple defenders. I think it's almost time to do a little bit of little action here. This might come in prophylactically now. It'd be dangerous, definitely be dangerous. Okay, so they're closing down the center. That's interesting. Okay, here and here kind of seems natural. Looking to get this and this in. Okay, so a check that we can block. And we can also kick this piece back if we like. If it comes back here, then we have other ways to kick it as well. So castling is going to be an issue for me now. Okay, let's, so yeah, this piece won't be pinned anymore. But I like the idea of this and this, opening up the G file. Just don't like this formation here. Gonna look at this. Okay, so they're capturing back this way. Pawn can freely move forward. Captures, pin is held intact. And another tempo, still can't move. So exploiting this pin as best I can to get a little bit more of a breakthrough. And then I do have this knight that can jump out to get my queen out of the action. I like that. Sooner rather than later, maybe. I think pawn all the way here. Pawn pushes seem like natural moves here. Little dependable Harry going up the board. Decision time for them, right? What makes sense? Do you guys like my new LED back there? Thinking about a little dimming, a little dramatic action maybe eventually, but I think it's camera's too grainy for that to work well in low light. I think I need good light for this camera. Okay, so now this is actually a threat. Let's bring you into the game. and by extension you. Maybe just here, and then look for long castles to get out of pins and get my king a little safer. Nothing here. This check is something to worry about. Let's then just move you here to avoid any real checking ideas for the moment, and then castle. Now this, I mean this okay. They decided to take that, sure. Here, takes. Yeah, there's other ways to take back here. Pawn is defending here. What do we want to do? Do we want rook to defend this pawn? Or do we just want to push it forward? Pushing it forward allows queen to come in with some ideas. But rook defending it also causes issues. I like this instead to get this and this in. No light square bishops involved in the action. Also prophylactic against this and this. Okay, perfect. Don't mind that at all. Here and here seems like an idea. If they decide to block me, I would not like that. Then I can just kind of leave my king in the center of the board, I guess. But I also have counterattacks, right? Like, I mean, fair. That's fair. This is getting a bit tricky, right? Maybe this and this to finally get you over here or something? I don't know. Queen there on its own doesn't seem like it's doing anything too palpable. Dismissing my alarm here. Okay, so we have checks possible here that we can't allow. There's a lot of reasons we can't allow. I mean, this check is fine actually. This check will lose the queen, and also that pawn is pinned. So this piece is not looking like it's long for this world. Now, do they want to undouble or bring the rook in? I think if it were me, I'd bring the rook in. Nice attacking move. Oh, I have this move here to kind of muscle the queen out a little, which I will do if this piece is hit. I think they're aiming for this, but it may create like a long-term weakness for them in the endgame. Even time now, which is nice. Okay, so now this move is the one that I was not worried about, but wondering about. Queen here seems like I am missing the point of the position, which is now, feels like it's defense. So let's instead defend our pawn here. And look for counterplay. I'm thinking this. Okay, so now we need to defend pawns. If I defend this guy with him, I lose him. What to do here? If I move you up, there's other issues. So let's just propose a queen trade here. At least, no, because then king is going to end up cut off from both pawns in these variations. Tricky. Here maybe, then captures, and then I have. Thing is, I won't have any escape squares. That's the issue when that pawn comes out. What you gonna do when the pawn comes out? Okay. I need to defend this way and lose him. Okay, that was kind of forced. Now, I think I need to trade queens here. Or have them double back, and then at least I can get my king to safety. And then work this position of pawn down, but they have a doubled pawn, and I'm down a minute. But at least I didn't blunder the game, and that will move. Just blundered a pawn. I'll take it. Still have all the major pieces on the board. Whoops, never mind. But, still have plenty of firepower here. Bring you in for the defense temporarily. Or maybe permanently. You're trying to get in here, which makes total sense. Can defend you this way. Captures, captures. Is this a viable defense? We'll find out. No, it's not. Stupid move. Let's just... Okay, so you're temporarily blocked. Let's get you here, and you to defend. Run interference. Cool. That's fine. Run interference. Trading off more stuff. Up 2 pawns now. Pass pawn that I cannot allow to get too far on the board here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I have this. I have a pawn here that will fall. Ooh, this position is not good. This is not good at all. Do I have counterplay anywhere on this board? This pawn. Okay, here forces a trade. Okay, let's do that. You come here, you're defended. Yeah, this is going to be losing. Down 2 pawns. This pass pawn will make the difference. Okay, you're deciding. You're electing to. You're electing to do that. This will lose the piece. No, because I can deflect. But it's not defended. Yeah, this is not. That was not a good move. This is falling apart. I'm falling apart. Okay. All right, that's it. I resign. Ooh, that was tough. Okay, where did I go wrong in that game? I want to see this game report. I had 0 blunders, but 9 mistakes. A mountain of mistakes. That'll be the title of this game. Chess analysis. Yes, I know what a chess analysis is. Let's check it out here. If we give it another minute, we will. Yeah. Okay. It looks like that's most of the board. Now let's run through this. Accuracy 76% for my opponent, 45% for me. That kind of tells you the game right there. So right here, white had. If I jump forward here. So this is where we go from an even position to a blunder. Should have castled here. So this is a case of, this is not a good position to opposite side's castle. But they keep losing. They keep, I guess, yeah, like I knew that this was awful, right? Like I talked about that. So I mean, first thing here, just don't instinctively go for like a race position, right? Like perfectly fine kingside, even game would have continued there. But that was minor enough that they didn't take advantage of it. Even game, a few moves later. That's the blunder. That's a plus 5.5. I mean, that is a blunder. So it's saying I didn't have a blunder, so I did have 1 blunder. I think that cursory analysis right when you end the game, I think it doesn't run on depth 18. It runs a bit lower. Okay. So that was the wrong move. I guess it just locks my king in. Okay. So instead, it should have been king there, not rook there. Okay. And then, yeah, they don't capitalize. I move back to the wrong place. Yeah, now +4, and now they don't really give back the game at all. Plus 3.5, plus 1.5. They don't bring the rook in. They block the eye of the rook. I make the wrong move. Should have traded rooks. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Everybody's making the best move here, but yeah, I'm down 6 points, and then 8 points because I don't play the right move here. And surprisingly, that's a decent move, right? That's a good move, surprisingly. Check. I mean, yeah, there's not much I can do here. And then good move again, apparently. Okay, but I'm down. I'm plus 16 here, so don't understand. Don't understand that at the end. I guess there was just nothing better. My position just sucks so much. Anyway, a mountain of mistakes. There you have it. I hope you learned something from my blunders. And you know, the once in a month that I win on this channel, I hope you learn as well. Anyway, guys, I'm posting videos here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Thursdays, I have my live stream at 9 p.m. I'm also active on TikTok. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your family. Be kind to your friends, and be kind to your enemies because they need it the most. See you next time. Peace.